You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not a big talker when it comes to big dreams, and he tends to stick to what feels safe and familiar. His strong work ethic and neat habits mean he will do his job well and avoid trouble at work. He's the kind of person who quietly does his part but may not stand out or push for promotions.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't easily lose his cool or explode in frustration. Instead, he quietly pulls away and keeps his worries to himself. He can handle stress without much drama, but he may become distant or withdrawn rather than dealing with problems head on.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work are likely to find him polite and easy to be around because he avoids arguments and speaks respectfully to others. He's not pushy or loud, and you won't see him picking fights or raising his voice. Instead, he likes to keep things calm and friendly.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will not feel threatened or jealous. He won't get upset or try to compete with you because he's not very focused on his own status. You won't see angry reactions or jealous behavior. Instead, he may quietly cheer you on from the side.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's unlikely to resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He's not the type to compare paychecks or let pride get in the way. Instead, he quietly does his work and accepts things as they are.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is very careful with money and likes to keep things organized and under control. He's the kind of person who plans ahead, avoids risky spending, and probably keeps track of where every rupee goes. You won't find him making sudden big purchases or wasting money on things he doesn't need.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives well within his means and doesn't try to show off or pretend to be someone he's not. He is practical and prefers to stick to what he can comfortably afford, only spending on things that are truly necessary. With him, you can expect honesty about money and no hidden debts or expensive surprises.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is careful and sensible with money, So he's not the type to spend freely or give big gifts without thinking. When it comes to helping others or being generous, he tends to hold back and only offers what's needed, not much more. You might find him a bit reserved both with his wallet and his emotions.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and straightforward about money matters. You won't have to worry about hidden spending or secret bank accounts with him. If you need to discuss expenses, he'll listen and talk it out calmly.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in keeping things neat and well organized at home, but he might quietly expect you to handle most of the housework without saying it outright. He's not likely to argue, but he may slip away or avoid chores, especially when things get tough. While he won't fight about it, he won't jump in by himself either.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will probably do the chores that fit into his routine and help keep things in order, but he's not the type to dive into new or messy tasks, like changing diapers without being asked. Most times, he may help by organizing or giving advice from the side rather than rolling up his sleeves for hands on work. If something makes him uncomfortable or feels like a hassle, he might quietly back away and let you handle it.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is not someone who likes to argue just for the sake of winning. If you share your feelings or viewpoint, he will usually listen quietly rather than push his own opinion. He avoids conflict and doesn't challenge you directly, so you're unlikely to have loud fights with him.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he will stay respectful and keep his feelings under control. He isn't the type to yell, say hurtful things, or act aggressive, even when upset. Instead, he's more likely to go quiet, distance himself, or avoid the situation altogether.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not someone who gets angry quickly. He keeps his emotions in check and prefers staying calm, even when something bothers him. Instead of snapping or shouting, he's more likely to step back or go silent.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is more likely to quietly accept when he's made a mistake rather than blame you, though he may not always say sorry openly or express his feelings clearly. Instead of making excuses or pointing fingers, he tends to go silent and withdraw for a while, thinking things over in his own way. If you value honest talk, be gentle and direct, and he'll respond in his quiet, respectful manner without turning it back on you.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understand that no means no. He is not pushy or forceful, and he values peace and order in relationships. If you tell him you're uncomfortable or you don't want something, he is likely to quietly accept it without arguing or insisting. He would rather step back than create tension or upset you.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He is not the type to take it personally if you are not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of pouting, arguing, or pressuring you, he'll accept your feelings quietly and give you space. If you say no, he will respect that without making a scene or holding it against you later.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with respect and keep them between the two of you. He isn't the type to use something personal against you or bring it up to embarrass you later on. He values order and peace and prefers to avoid drama or disrespect.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's likely to be faithful and steady in a relationship. He values routine, peace, and avoids unnecessary drama. So, chasing after other women is not his style. He is not easily swayed by temptations or attention from others, and you can count on him to stay loyal.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not over possessive and doesn't act jealous, controlling, or suspicious. He likes peace and avoids drama in relationships. So, you won't find him checking up on you or questioning your actions all the time. You can expect a sense of freedom with him, not pressure or constant watching.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him being protective does not come from a controlling place. He values harmony and routine, not power over others. If anything, he tends to step back rather than take control.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He values order and takes responsibility, but when it comes to parenting, he may quietly expect you to handle most of the work, especially the emotional side and daily care. He isn't likely to argue or make big demands, but he can slip into routines where you end up doing more unless you ask for help directly. Open, gentle talks help make parenting more balanced and fair between both of you.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm rather than lose his temper. He doesn't get easily angry or shout. Instead, he manages his feelings quietly and deals with problems in a gentle, controlled way. His calmness helps keep the home peaceful even during tricky moments.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will quietly respect your role as a mother and as your own person without trying to control or limit you. He isn't jealous or pushy, and he values peace at home, so he won't make a fuss if you want to work, pursue hobbies, or take time for yourself. While he might not offer loud encouragement or deep emotional support, he won't stand in your way either.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
He isn't the type to support you now and then suddenly ask you to quit your career after having a child. He values routine and keeping the peace, and he doesn't have hidden plans or play power games. However, he might expect you to naturally take on more family work unless you talk about your plans clearly.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with respect and good manners, always being polite and calm around them. However, he may not show deep warmth or try to build a close, loving bond. Your parents will notice he's tidy and reliable, but may feel he keeps a bit of distance. He is likely to politely adjust to your family's ways rather than expect everyone to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and avoid making things worse. He doesn't like arguments or drama, so he's more likely to stay quiet, step back, or let you take the lead, rather than getting into loud fights or blaming anyone. Even in tough moments, he will keep his cool and won't say things that add fuel to the fire.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He may appear modern and easygoing with you in private, but around his relatives, he's likely to prefer that you follow traditional roles and customs to keep peace and order. He doesn't want drama or anyone feeling uncomfortable, so he might quietly expect you to dress, speak, or behave in ways that match family expectations, especially during gatherings or important occasions. He won't force or scold, but you may feel a gentle pressure to fit in for the sake of harmony.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is most likely to stay out of it rather than take sides. He really doesn't enjoy conflict. He won't openly side against you, but he may not jump in to defend you either, especially in front of his family. If you want him to support you openly, you'll need to tell him directly what you need.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not strongly a mummy's boy, but he tries to avoid conflict at all costs. In a disagreement between you and his mother, he will rarely jump in or take clear sides. He doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings or create family drama.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not likely to share every detail of your fights or your private life with his mother or sister. He values quietness and keeping things in order and prefers to keep personal matters private rather than involve others. You usually won't have to worry about your secrets being passed around.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with him means life is steady, peaceful, and quite predictable. He works hard, keeps routines, and handles daily tasks without much fuss or drama.